Good Thursday morning, August 5th, 2020. I'm Guy McPherson of Nature Bats Last. You can find Nature Bats Last at guymcpherson.com. Going to provide a few headlines, most of them from yesterday after the market closed, and then an indication of where the markets are headed this morning as the stock markets open in the United States. So, Clorox and P&G struggle to meet COVID-19 related spike in demand. This according to Market Watch. So Clorox, not surprisingly, everybody wants the bleach, and P&G, formerly known as Procter & Gamble, and so they're providing all kinds of chemicals in light of COVID-19. And they're struggling to meet the spike in demand because everybody wants to wipe everything down now. From CNN Business, Virgin Atlantic files for bankruptcy in the U.S. That's a major air carrier. From the New York Times, the Walt Disney Company reported doomsday financial results on Tuesday as a result of the coronavirus pandemic and a one-time write-down with net losses in the quarter totaling $4.72 billion. That's a lot of money. From Barron's, a stimulus plan seems very far away. Why the stock market rose anyway? Again, this was posted right after the stock markets closed in the United States yesterday evening. From the Washington Post, White House, Democrats agreed to try to reach aid deal by week's end. Yeah, right. That's what I have to say about that. They haven't agreed on anything so far. They can't even agree that the coronavirus is a significant issue in the United States for the economy, for the continuation of this set of living arrangements, for life on Earth. So you think by the end of this week, which is tomorrow, if I've got the calendar figured out right, you think they're going to figure it out by then how to reach a deal? I'd be surprised. From CBS News, the coronavirus is driving Americans into retirement, and I should point out that that retirement is not really as designed by these people. So here's the lead. Amy Scott had always said she wanted to teach high school until the day she died. She wanted to teach high school until she died. That's how committed she was. Then the coronavirus appeared, making the risk of dying because she was in the classroom all too real. Emphasis by CBS News. Yes, so she figured out, because she's reasonably intelligent, that she goes into the classroom, it's going to kill her from COVID-19. And so she's retired. It wasn't her plan in life. Her plan in life was to teach until the day she died. I remember having similar thoughts myself. From Bloomberg, from this morning, layoffs are coming at small businesses with loans running out. The financial contraction is continuing. It exceeds that during the Great Depression in the United States and beyond. And so, of course, loan money is running out. Of course, the great seizure of the economic system is underway and accelerating. From the Wall Street Journal, Justice Department seeks as much as $18.1 billion from Purdue Pharma. It seems that Purdue Pharma is being investigated with respect to kickbacks and transferred money to hide money from creditors. So, again, the horribly bad news continues on the economic front. Finally, from this morning, although there were several stories about this yesterday afternoon, evening, from BBC News, Beirut explosion, frantic search for survivors of deadly blast. Now, all of that spells enormous trouble to me economically. And yet, as the stock markets open in the United States, 9:34 a.m. Eastern Time, everything's up. The Dow is up 200 points, the NASDAQ is up 14, the S&P 500 is up 13, everything's exploding up. It makes no sense at all. Again, if you can figure this out, you're smarter than those guys on Wall Street, and you're certainly smarter than those of us on Main Street.